Which, if you ask me, that's a little bit scary. I don't want to be eating a whole lot of lead, thank you very much. What are you doing today, Maureen? I am way behind on keeping my herbs clipped, so I think we better pick some. I have lemon balm, sage, oregano, lots of cilantro, some parsley, and then here we have some chamomile, and then around the corner there is some more. I plant almost all my herbs into pots, and it's really great because it's just on my deck, which is just offside of my dining room, so I can come out and clip whatever I want. But these ones I'm going to be clipping, and I'm going to be drying them for the future. My eldest Kidult is becoming an herbalist, and the cool thing is, as she's learning, she shares a lot with me. And I just thought herbs were just spices for flavoring things, but there is a lot of medicinal properties that you're getting when you use them. Another thing that she recently shared with me is that the store-bought spices, a lot of them have lead in them, which, if you ask me, that's a little bit scary. I don't want to be eating a whole lot of lead, thank you very much. I just look at the fact that I'm growing lots of my own herbs that we use regularly, and so why not pick them and dry them so that I'm going to have my own spices. So come along. So this is cilantro, and so we are just going to kind of cut off the top parts here. I've got a big plant of a listening here as well that just came back, so that's got some on it, leaving some of the bottom leaves so that they'll bush out. This one here, I believe it just regrew itself, so there is a lot on this one here that we can take off. For the sage, I thought I'll just bring it up because then I don't have to bend. Because Mama's getting kind of old and it's hard to bend for a long period of time and have all the blood rushing to your head. Plus it's giving me an opportunity just to weed everything out. This sage flowered, and I did look it up and it said that it was fine. So again, I haven't really looked on, how do you cut your herbs, but I'm gonna just go with the same principle as basil, so that I'm leaving, some of the initial leaves at the bottom. It can grow some more. This is a new sage plant to me. The one I had for years, I didn't really like the taste of it, so I started this one from seed last year, and I like it. And the great thing when you're cutting your herbs, you get all sorts of great scents, and it's like, somebody making turkey dinner? Well, I am making chicken today, but it's barbecue chicken. Notice something here. This plant looks a little bit the same, but the leaves are rubbery. Let's see. That is not sage. It needs to go. Wherever I'm cutting it here, what's going to take place is that it's going to branch off and bush out more, which is just great. Get rid of the flower, don't need that. I think we'll call this one done. Still got enough foliage on it. I think I could have probably taken it down a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it at that. Because how much sage do you actually use in a whole year? 3 times, maybe 4, unless you cook chicken regularly. This one here, it's not labeled. I smell it smells a little bit like oregano, but I think it's summer savory. That's what we're going to go with. Let's cut up summer savory. No, it isn't oregano. It's supposed to be a bit more yellow. I got an extra oregano from my good friends Monica and Christina, and just totally forgot. Again, didn't label it. Have you learned yet, Maureen? This is my oregano, and I have had this for quite a few years. And I just reflect on the beauty of having your own fresh herbs. I know how they've been fed, so I know that there is nothing but the pure herb that's here. And as you can see, when I first start out, I'm very meticulous, but by about the 3rd or 4th plant, it's like, hack that off, done. But oregano is much more forgiving too. It just smells so good. Now it smells like pizza and spaghetti. Lovely. And a little bit of lemon balm. I also have some lemon balm out here in the front yard. It was a plant that had propagated itself in my garden. It got really big, so I thought, let's go plant it out in the front. It is another great plant for keeping pests away, so it's a great thing to do. With the dill, I'm actually going to freeze this. I'm not going to dry it because when you freeze it, it stays fresh. So basically I'm just going to wash it, put it in a freezer bag, but when it comes time to make pickles, then I just take out the portion that I need and my dill is ready to go. That's a tip from my mom, so you can thank my mom for that little idea. Last herb of the day is just a small amount because the plant's not very big, is tarragon. I absolutely love tarragon, so I'm looking forward to drying this because a lot of dried herbs, when you are buying them from the store, they get very expensive. And many of the ones that I have planted today, they are all ones that I've either grown from seed or they are a perennial and they come back year after year. So then, you know, the cost is, as Broke Farmer says, free 99. There you have it, our cilantro, our sage, our oregano, 2 different kinds, our lemon balm, and our dill. And I just put them in between these pieces of paper just to keep them separated while I'm going to get ready to wash them. And we'll just put the tarragon right on top. So now we're in the studio to put our washed herbs into the dryer. I do have my second batch of potatoes. They're all sliced and I'm just waiting for them to dry out before we can put them into ground. I've tried dehydrating and I just found that it just did not work for me. Sometimes the setting would be too high or too low, so then it would take forever. So then I just got one of these. Just a big, long air dryer. I just love this because each level it zips up to keep all the little bugs out, and I can come and stir around things just to keep them moving and also put a fan on it. I absolutely love this way, and I can just leave it. It's kind of like a set it and forget it. So there's our cilantro all laid out. Next will be our lemon balm. And I just basically sprinkle it all around. Big oregano. I have labels in here from last year, so I'm just using those so I don't have to make new ones. And because it is so big, I can put some on one side and some on the other. So I have just that little bit of tarragon, so it'll be on this side and our other oregano will be on this other side. And then we just zip them up. Easy peasy. One last thing that we have to do before you go. Today is family dinner, and so we are picking fresh vegetables to go with dinner. We have 2 beautiful broccoli crowns that we're going to be picking. Broccoli is one of my family's favorite vegetables, and the great thing is I'm going to pick the crown, but then it's going to get all sorts of side shoots all through the summer, so we'll get to eat broccoli all summer long. Look at that beauty. Wow! And another gorgeous cucumber from the same plant. Thank you, cucumber plant, for giving us 2 fabulous cucumbers. Carry on. So again, I want to encourage you to grow your own herbs. And as you can see, I grow mine just in pots, so it's not like I needed a big plot of land or anything like that. It's a great way to add health and vitality to your body, and it's cheaper on your pocketbook, and overall gives you a good feeling that you're growing your own herbs. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. God bless. It's dinner time.